Hey everybody, I am here and I'm gonna tap the mic. I want to make sure that I can hear, so we're going to be on the other side of this watching. Make sure that I hear the mic tap. So let's go ahead. I'm going to, you know what? I think we're going to be okay. Let's kind of stick around here. So what we're going to do on this live is we are going to set up multiple lives and we're going to be productive while I make videos for clients. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to take the headphones. I want to tie them just like that. And I want to take these headphones and I want to tie them similar and move this camera in so that this microphone can pick me up as well. Very good. So now both audio should be able to hear me. Okay. So now we're going to set up for a second. And I'm pretty excited to do this. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be right here on this channel. And now this guy, my transponder here, test. Oops, test. Fantastic. Now the transponder is going to go right here. Fantastic. I love it. So now we are being productive, and we are now going to put this here. We're going to get productive with this. I need to make sure I turn off the Bluetooth. And let's turn this on. And we are going to advanced settings. Got a smile for the thumbnail. The smile. And looks like we are set right there. Oh yeah, very happy with that. So we got a few things going on. We are going live in multiple ways. Let's do our next. It's going to be right here. And this is going to be nice and simple. We already have the microphone set up. So now I just go to the home and we're going live. And we're going to title this Fun. And it's going to be public. And more options. We want, and as you guys can see, I'm off screen as I do this, but we want to go to advanced settings, and in events settings, make sure that everything is checked that we need. We are being very productive doing this. We're going to go to next. I'm going to smile for the thumbnail. Oh, not good because it's not rotated. So I got to jimmy this out, which is tricky because this holder is not the best. So we don't want that thumbnail. We got to go back. There we go. We got to do this again. Yeah, we are still struggling with this because we want the right perspective. So start over. We're gonna abandon this and we're gonna start over. And if you can't see on this channel, see I got this guy right here. And we are doing it. Now, this is crazy that we're able to be this well-rounded. We got camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. We're about to have camera 4, camera 5, camera 6. We are all going to work on activities together, trying to maximize productivity, which to me is fantastic. Now, this phone is a 6S Plus, so it's giving me a little bit of time. So while we wait for that, let's go to our option here with the iPad Pro. And what we are going to do is charging. I already have set up my microphone, and we are going to attach it right here. Can you see that? Now we're going to turn it on. And I'm still going to work on this while all this is going on. Got to close all these other windows, which are probably draining. Oh, yes, yeah, some of these programs for draining the activity. There we go. Oh, yeah, those were definitely draining. Okay, we're going to try this again. We're going to title it Fun. Advanced settings. Turn this on. And this is so insane how we have all these things going on at once. It's been a lot of fun. Turn this way. We got it. And we look like we are ready. So I'm going to set this here. Oh, and we're good. It looks good. We are live, and it looks fantastic. Can I stretch this without making the camera come out? That's going to be the challenge. And wow, I'm on all the screens. It's beautiful. And putting in the codes here. Whoop. Wrong one. This is so cool, everybody. I am really having a time with this. Okay, so next we are coming to. Uh-oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to log in. Yeah, I might be okay. Yeah, looks like we are okay. And I do need to set up the microphone. So this is the final mic. And this one is going to go right here. And we're going live. And I do need to make sure Bluetooth is off. It is. And I'm running into resistance here. I have to allow access to the camera and microphone. I think I did that. Let's go back. Okay, the microphone has access. Oh, looks like we're good. Now, this is going to be titled Focus. And then you go to More Options, Advanced Settings, and can you see me? Yep. And we are We are good. Oh yeah, look at that. So we have multiple things going on at once. Got the microphones going on. So I'm going to tap this microphone. Good. And I got these microphones. And this one right here, which I know is working. Then I got the Rode, which I can see the levels right now. Um, last one. Last one is going to be here. And great, I'm off screen on this one, so you really won't see it, which is great because it's nice to have a little bit of privacy as I do this in the form of just making sure that all my access is for my eyes only. So we are going to do it from this perspective. Okay, so we have that. It looks like we have one. So looks like we have quite a bit going on. I'm gonna. Oh, I see. I see. There's interesting. I'm gonna have to look and see how many we have going on, and I'm gonna be able to check this by my Now this one's gonna be the real estate one though. Well, options, advance. It looks like I can have a little bit more privacy if I do this. Good. Now it's just on me, and I can have my privacy, and I can have my privacy with this, which is exactly what I want. Beautiful. We need a title, which is going to be let's see, busy work. I got my mic set up. We want this to be public. Got our thumbnail. And I do have us on camera here, which I don't know if I want necessarily. So I'm going to back this camera up. Go live. Close. Yeah. And let's see if I can get a little bit more privacy on this side. You see, my wife has messed with some of my situational stuff, which is fine. So what I'll do is I'll do that. There we go. And that will give me the privacy that I'm asking for. Now we are going to take a look, see what we got going on, because we have one final piece of the pie that we would like to do. Let's see. And this is going, so we have, put that with me. Okay. So, last one. Now for this one, which is interesting enough, I am going to need put one here. And what I'll have to do is, even while we're in the live, I have to turn my Bluetooth off there. Good. And I need to, on this one, make sure my Bluetooth is off. I know I'm messing up the focus for you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, hang in there. I should have done this before. I hope I didn't end my live. And looks like I didn't end the live, which is good. Now we are just placing the camera, and you guys are seeing in action all of this busy work, which is ridiculously fun. Okay, last but not least, let's see. Now this one's going to be, I got all the Bluetooths off, so I think at this point, I can actually just put the headphones on, and I think I'll be okay. And um, I'll say, busy, uh, product, product, should, tips, more options, enable. Got our thumbnail. Now this is gonna be the hardest one because I'm gonna stretch. I need to pull this closer. And can I get it in? Let's try again. Oh, this is the hardest. And looks like we did it. Looks like we are set. So now we are going to focus on filming for my clients. Looks like everything's set up. I'm a little slightly uncomfortable with the chair, but this is okay. Start here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is fantastic. I do need to move this microphone here. And what I need to do here is adjust the camera. The cam link 4. I think I've turned off the camera. The microphone needs to be Rodecaster, and it will. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Testing. And we can check out the headphones. Testing, testing. We're going to go without the headphones today. So the headphones are going to be right here. And as long as the mic is here, I'm just going to be able to speak freely. So the mic's right here. I'm just going to look at the camera and just speak the way I want to speak today and just freely let it go. It should be mirrored. Okay. So here we go. This first one's going to be about biohacking. So we're going to start recording. 3. Hey, so today we wanted to talk about why biohacking is so important. Because without biohacking, you really are missing out on some of the opportunities that you can use to better your life and better your situation. So ideally, when it comes to biohacking, you want to look at the possibilities that you can utilize to help yourself when it comes to long-term health. So one of the best ways that I like to look at this is surround myself with people who are in the know. So if you can get yourself around people who are educated on some of the topics that you really like and really respond to, you're in a good place. You're in a good situation. So a lot of that focus could be on first trying to find a community of people. That's why I like Facebook groups. Facebook groups are international. You can connect with a wide range of people. And often on Facebook, you don't have to worry about them being not necessarily who they are because they have driver's license, they have different ways of verification on Facebook. In fact, I remember on Facebook at one point, I was trying to see if I can make an extra account just to use it as a particular, way of giving myself conference calls between my iPad and my phone if I needed to reach trade something with myself. So I try to do something like that, just so I can pass back like a phrase or something, copy and paste, kind of like a clipboard, and they would let me. And that was interesting to me. I didn't necessarily appreciate it at the time, but over time I did appreciate it because I saw it for what it actually was. This was an opportunity to increase security and have more secure tactics. We know with Facebook in the past that there has been some hesitation due to information. So, what I like about it now is it seems to be a great way to communicate with people as long as you are smart about where you're sending your information. So I always tell people to be very careful about information in the first place. That's not necessarily exclusive to Facebook, but that's exclusive to anywhere that you're doing business or putting some of your information, to be careful about that. So keep that in mind. Okay. So next, a great way for you to form a community online would be a Reddit. Now, Reddit has specific forums where you can ask questions similar to Quora and even Pinterest. And these three guys, or you can call them gals, whichever you prefer, are great ways for you to communicate with other people that have similar like-minded interests and questions. I really like these questions. I think that they provide a great deal of insight, and a lot of people can give you their not only perspective, but they can also give you their information that they gathered about these particular things. So you want to look into these things as much as possible, best you can. And hopefully, when you are communicating with people in these groups, you can take your time and find ways where you can maximize the information you're getting by looking into the forum, searching, and trying to find ways to answer some of these questions so that you could really take advantage of the opportunities that are there. Okay. Now, furthermore, when it comes to some of these things, such as online community, you want to make sure that with online community, you're really trying to focus on the idea of it being online, but you can still form bond. Now, if you form bonds with some of these people, you want to make sure that you're very careful that you're not um, being too trusting, particularly if you don't know them. But you can still form a bond. You don't have to be necessarily scared or worried that you won't actually get the proper information. You can fact check it. You can have multiple people in a web of a group that can kind of help fact check to keep everything accountable. These are good ways for you to be online and kind of blend in with the online opportunities without necessarily missing out with fear of potentially running into a problem. So online can be pretty scary at times, but it's a great way to learn more information. In fact, most of the biohacking information is going to be hard to find out by local in-person education. A lot of this stuff's going to be online via vehicles such as YouTube or Facebook or, like I said, Reddit, Pinterest, Quora. Those are all very popular areas and places where you can get your information and meet like-minded people who can point you in the right direction and also give you an update on their experiences and how that has affected them. So keep all that in mind. Okay, let's also talk a little bit about when to start biohacking. Someone once said the best time to start is yesterday, which is a great saying. Someone else said the best time to start is now. Obviously, it sounds cliche, but if you don't start, then you're just going to keep postponing it. There really isn't a good time or a bad time to start. You really just want to dive in as soon as you can. That's feasible. So people get hung up on doing it the proper way or the right way. What we recommend is to at least dip your toe in and get in the water somewhat. Some people recommend you jump in. I think that's a great idea. If you have it as a feasible option. If that's not something that's feasible, and what I mean by feasible, meaning is it something that's going to make you crash and burn, then it's probably not the best plan for you. But if you can dip a toe into it smart, strategic, particularly with a guide or a mentor, you might be able to keep a long-term habit routine going. And that's what we would hope that you can do, is keep some sort of long-term habit or routine. So keep that in mind when you're going into your biohacking, that surrounding yourself in a community, whether that's in person or online, and understanding that you don't have to go all or nothing, but you want to get started as soon as possible. Those are going to be very popular and ideal ways for you to benefit from biohacking and to get going with it. Finally, biohacking during the holidays can be a little tricky. There's a lot of extra food, sweet treats, and whatnot. So you want to at least make some compromise. What I recommend in that case is to watch your times that you load on your carbs or your sugars, particularly before bed. This is something that I have to keep an eye on myself. Another thing that you can do is keep a strong eye on your water intake. Make sure your water intake looks very thorough and you're getting saturated enough with water, hydration. Try to focus on your sleep as much as possible. If you're not getting quality sleep, look into breathing, meditation. Things of that nature can be very helpful in supplementation, as far as you may not get enough sleep, but with meditation, you can get a little bit of supplementation of rest and relaxation of the mind. If you can shut your mind off a little bit, that can help you promote yourselves to a state of recovery and your brainwaves to a state of recovery, so that you can biohack your body just that much more, as if more so than if you didn't do any of these techniques. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got some good tips from it. We ask that you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you have any further questions, definitely reach out and ask. And in our opinion, if you have someone local that can help you, go ahead and reach out to them. See if you can team up with them, get a community with them. Again, if that's not possible, take a look into online. Take a look into the tips that we told you, and we're always here as well. So be well, and we will talk to you soon. All right, so now that is done, we just knocked out a great, very great, quick, and efficient style video that can be used for any necessarily purpose. So we're going to go ahead and save that right now. And this is great. We're taking care of business. We're making sure that we are getting things done. And we really are doing a pretty productive style situation here. I mean, just looking at all the cameras, this is really one of the most efficient nights I've ever utilized. So really happy with what we have going on here. Pretty proud of what we have, and looking forward to seeing how this goes. Looking to see if anyone has any questions. It looks like we're solid. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started on the next video. This next video is going to be about real estate. And it's going to talk a little bit about staying prepared. And I don't want to give too much away, or keep it kind of as is for now. But yeah, as time goes on, we will talk a little bit more about it. I'm looking at the times. It looks like it took me about 20 minutes to set up from, well, yeah, about, I would say like 18 minutes. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh. I guess more like 17, 16 minutes to set up from the first camera to the last, which is fine. It's pretty impressive that this is set up in general in the first place, but it's interesting that it took about, I'd say like 18 minutes to set it up. So not a problem. We're just going to go ahead and roll off the punches. So this is about 96% done. We're going to keep at this and continue. So let's go ahead now and move on to some solid information about real estate. Okay, that is done. There you go. Hey, so if you are looking for real estate help or tips, definitely recommend that you reach out to someone in your area that can help you out with some of these tips. But we are going to spend today's topic talking about what to do right now as we see that the landscape is going to change. So I've been following up on the patterns that are in front of us when it comes to dealing with real estate during times of recession when money gets a little tighter. So one thing that you want to realize with real estate that I'm hearing is that usually real estate is going to be one of the final things to take a direct hit. It's going to be a little bit of a delayed response. People are going to be a little less likely to want to give up their homes. So this is something that is going to be impactful information so that you don't look at the landscape and get a false sense of confidence because you haven't seen it take the hit. From what I'm hearing, a lot of things are going to be necessarily taking a hit, but you can plan ahead and you can hedge against some of these, well, let's call them obstacles, if you know what to do or if you surround yourself with people that know what to do. So let's talk about that first. So the first thing I'd recommend is if you don't already have a community of people that can help you with this, try to reach out to some people who do know what they're talking about, who have been in these situations before. See if they can give you some guidance or some help, because that can be really beneficial for you when you are dealing with this type of landscape. Right now, it can be a scary time for a lot of people. I know a lot of people are really unsure about the uncharted waters that are ahead, but there are people who have been here before that are calm, poised, and they can really guide you, help you. At the same time, this might cost you in a number of ways. It may be a monetary cost, or it could be a cost of time. Um, you want to ask yourself what kind of value you're bringing, whether that is money or maybe you can barter something. Maybe if you have an expert skill set in an area, you can offer that for an ability to learn about some of these tactics in real estate. If you don't necessarily have that, maybe you can join a community or a group and just be someone who's ready to participate, offer insight, um, engage. And a lot of times that's a lot of help as well. In my groups, particularly, when I have people who don't necessarily have expert skill that can offer conversation and can offer an opportunity to engage, that goes a long way with me and the people I work with, and it really helps out the group. It keeps everyone encouraged, uplifted, moving in community, sharp, because we're talking and we are asking questions back and forth. So these are sort of things that you can really take advantage of. So I highly recommend that you jump on some of these opportunities when it comes to this kind of stuff, because it's quite simple and it's a good way for you to really just be involved and gain something from it. This is how you surround yourself with people who could potentially point you in the right direction. And it's pretty effortless. You just have to dedicate yourself to wanting to be a part of something, and hopefully you can contribute some value. So take a look at what you can offer. If you can't offer much, then just come with an earnest, good spirit, and hopefully you can, in that sense, at least bring that, and that should be enough. Okay. Facebook groups are cool. This is a great place for you to communicate and find like-minded people. You can also do Reddit, Quora. There's also Pinterest. There's a lot of ways where you can reach out and find people. Now they also have platforms like YouTube, obviously comment sections, Discord. There's Instagram. I don't know much about TikTok, to be honest, so I don't really dabble on TikTok, but I do know that there are definitely a lot of different social media platforms where you can find people who can point you in the right direction. So reach out to these people and get an opportunity to learn from them, um, and also try to offer them something. They should be able to help guide you in the right areas when it comes to what's happening next. Particularly, I heard one guy say something very smart. There was a young man about 21 who had inherited about $400,000 or so. I believe it's like 400,000, and he was asking what kind of real estate moves he should make next. And the guy who's a real estate guru in his own right told him to take some of that money and invest it in paying, if needed be, for mentorship, so he makes sure he doesn't lock himself into a situation that doesn't cash flow. That's not an appreciation level asset. So keep that in mind when you're focusing on real estate, that sometimes you might have to spend a little bit of money to find yourself a mentor or a group of people that can help you get in the right situation so you can definitely make cash flow and also make good decisions that won't put you back. Um, we see that a lot when we look at the interest rates and the prices going up, interest rates going down, and how some people are locked into a good interest rate, but they paid an extra 100,000, sometimes even $200,000 on a house because they didn't necessarily have the right information or people to help them in these situations. So, whenever you're in a situation where you have leverage and opportunity, try to surround yourself with someone that's been there before and could help guide you in these situations. So, with what's coming on with the market, from what I'm hearing, you're going to want to hold on to your money as if you're going to lose two-thirds. So, you're going to want to cut down quite a bit of spending when it comes to the housing market. If you do have capital, you're going to be in a pretty nice position. As what I'm hearing right now, sellers are getting less bullish, and they are running into the the I guess you can call it the wall, as buyers have slowed down. So now they can't bully them as much. So if you do have capital, you might be able to capitalize on some of these assets if you know what you're doing. Again, so if you can't find someone local where you can talk face to face, then definitely get online. And YouTube's a great vehicle as well. This is where I've met a lot of people in real estate personally that have guided me and given me a lot of tips and helped me out. There's quite a few guys. There's, I think, Ryan Pineda. I'm not saying it right. There's also Meet Kevin. These are some guys who have made millions of dollars doing this stuff. They're young guys full of energy. They have families. They're very family oriented. They seem to have a good set of morals. So some of these guys are pretty helpful when there's Graham Stephan out there when it comes to real estate information. They seem to really get a high off of just giving information and helping people to get in better situations. And people like that are really nice. They're really helpful, and it's really cool when they're common and kind of hard to get in touch with now as they've been blown up on YouTube. But a lot of times you can leave a comment, and the community is great because then they will usually like your comment enough where you can get some attention, or even some people in the community can reach out to you and give you some advice or offer some stuff. You don't necessarily have to be influencer to have this information. You can be anyone, but definitely make sure that you are checking this information. Make sure you have a web of information that can be checked by different sources so that you know you're getting the proper information. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, leave a comment. And again, you could always come to us. We have a good amount of information as well. So don't be a stranger. Thank you for being here, and good luck on all your endeavors. And we will see you very, very soon. All right. So for us here on the other streams, it looks like we got another one down. We're going to do one more, and we're going to continue on this productivity wave that we're doing here, which is arguably the most productivity that we've done in, I don't know, maybe some time, who knows. So we're going to see how this goes. We're going to continue with one more video. So it's saving right now. We're about 3% of 100. It's loading pretty quick. We're already at 6%. So we'll let that, and then we will get ready to move on to some of the next ventures. It will be a little bit more quiet as I start working on the actual laptop, but we got one more video to knock out, so we will knock that out. I guess what I could do is get the thumbnails ready. So what I'll do is I will try to open those up without tasking the computer too much. This is going to be a challenge because we have multiple things going on. So what I have done is I've added extra RAM to the computer. I can already see that it being, tasked a little bit. Doesn't look like it's something that is going to be a deal breaker, but it is tasking it a little bit. So we want to keep an eye on that in the future. And we'll take a look at these streams and make sure that they came out nice and smooth. So that's going to be something that we'll have to keep an eye on to find out how doable this will be in the future. But for right now, this seems like a lot of fun and a great way to continually give you content, help you stay motivated and productive as we are doing all these different streams. You can see the microphones on me. This is probably the most productive night I've ever had filming. Looking at all these monitors, it's an interesting sight. We had the lights going. They look fantastic. I look at the camera and it's just really flattering seeing all the different angles. I think iPad right here, I'm pointing at you. I believe that one could be a little bit more flattering, but that's okay. Looks like we are hitting just about 30 minutes in almost every stream. So we're going to go ahead and continue. Let's take a look at our videos, about 90%, 91%. We'll let it get to 100. Then we'll film the final one, which is going to be talking about the crypto market. And we'll just talk about what you can do in these times, as I know crypto's been a pretty scary situation recently. So we're going to go ahead and continue. Let's jump into our next one right now. Hey, so this is going to be a quick video on crypto tips, and let's jump right in. So right now, as you know, the market has been a lot more volatile. For some of you who have been on the bandwagon, you're experiencing some of the fears that many have probably had before. And we have been seeing a fluctuation going up and down in the market. So at this point, I would recommend to those who are in the market to take a hard look at who they have that is giving them advice and guidance, and see if you're doing this alone, if you know what you're doing. Do you have mentors? Do you have books on this? This is such a new market. There's not so much enough research that you can really make accurate guesses. But if you do have a sense of community with people, they can help you, especially if you're looking at this in the long run. So unfortunately, for many of you, you may have to wait. You may have to play the waiting game for about 10, 15 years. You may not. We don't know what this market's really going to do. But the best advice I can offer, and again, this isn't financial advice. This is just what I would do. This is just educational discussion. But what I would offer myself would be to, at this point, look for people who are in this activity and in this world, and try to surround myself with those who can potentially help me out. Now, if you don't know how to do that, I would start locally. See if you can meet with someone who you can look into their eyes and shake their hand, get a glimpse of the kind of attitude they have, and see if there's someone that's willing to offer you some help and assistance. You may have to pay for this. It could be a monetary transaction, but if you can provide a different sort of value, um, and that can look like a lot of different things. But if you can provide that sort of value, and I would say some sort of barter, if you have a skill set, like I make videos, for example, maybe I can make videos for someone, and they could give me some sort of consultation advice or whatnot, things like that, of that nature. Then you have an opportunity to really pick their brain on some of these things. If you can't do that, then I would recommend that you focus primarily on joining groups, and I recommend things like Facebook groups. There's Reddit, you have Pinterest, Quora, then you have YouTube, which is a great community. I really like and appreciate the YouTube community personally. You have the Instagram community. I don't really dabble on some of the other social media platforms, but YouTube's the second biggest search engine in the world. So you're going to find a lot of information, and then you'll find a lot of people there as well. So it should link you up with quite a few people who can help you. There are some solid YouTubers that really like crypto. Got guys like me, Kevin, that like crypto a lot. And he might be hard to reach. And, I've talked to him a couple of times. He seems like a really good family-oriented guy that seems to really appreciate when people can do better, get better. So someone like him could be really helpful and instrumental in you really achieving some of these advising tips. So see what you can do there. Also take a look into the Discords, because there's a lot of opportunity, and emails through that avenue. A lot of times leaving a comment might go unnoticed, but often leaving a comment, if it's a really profound comment or something that can be an emotional effect, it can go a long way. And then there will be a lot of people who will co-sign on your comment, like it, and often the author of the video will go back and read your comment, try to address it. So if you have something that you can say that maybe is something that other people are thinking, definitely go ahead and try to put that information out there and see if you can get some good information from that person. And again, if you have a good question, you might want to take that question and shop it around to multiple sources, whether that's Reddit, then Facebook groups, then YouTube, or Say you're on one platform like YouTube, like I like to be on YouTube, then go to a few different videos. Maybe you might go to a guy like Graham Stephan. Maybe you might go to another young bull like Meet Kevin. Maybe you might go to another crypto guy. There's a lot of them out there who are doing this and have a little bit of more knowledge in the space than maybe you have by yourself. So that's my first thing, is to remind you that it would be wise to surround yourself with people who are in the know about this and have a sense of community, because it is a intimidating situation to do by yourself. A volatile asset like this is really tricky. I've seen it with friends of mine. It really plays a role in your emotions. So that's the second thing I would recommend personally for myself, is to keep an eye on my emotional state while I have these assets. For example, if you are in for the long run, then I would embrace it, accept it, and understand like, hey, I'm going to be holding on to this for 10, 15 years. I would look at it like I threw it away, forget about it, almost pretend it's not there, and just let it sit unless I had really, really good insight into what I should do with something like this. So that would be my main advice to you when you're doing these kind of things, is to really take your time with it and surround yourself with people who can help you with these things. And if you do have an opportunity to make a move on it, make sure that you have really solid insight on it, and keep an eye on your emotional state while you are participating in anything with the crypto market, because the volatility is very intimidating, and there have been people who have taken it really hard. And ideally, you don't want to be one of those people. You want to be one of those who are thriving, feeling confident, and feeling good about the decisions you're making. So try your best to surround yourself with those who could potentially help you with that. All right. Now, finally, this is my last piece of insight that I would offer to myself, is when you are dealing with assets such as these, I would like to personally diversify these assets best you can. So we got Bitcoin, which is the big gun. Then we have Ethereum, which is right there. You definitely would probably do better to continue to diversify your assets. And for me, I like the bigger guys. I don't necessarily see them going down unless it's a strategic method for a potential type of write offs. I can't see the majority of those with solid income, with influence, allowing themselves to be duped by some of these guys going down. So if you have an opportunity to jump in and it looks right, you have some insight on it, you have a community that can guide you, I would definitely jump in. I would recommend for myself that I would probably take a peek at Bitcoin a little bit more than Ethereum. I would go with those heavy hitters for me, because, again, I think that the majority of those who have it are some big timers with a lot of influence, and I don't see them getting duped unless it's some sort of strategic method so that they could potentially get the write-offs. So that's what I would recommend for me when I'm dealing with crypto. So anyway, if you found value in this video and it's helped you out a little bit, then go ahead and remind you that this would be a great time for you to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you have any other questions or just like to talk about anything, go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll try to get back to you as best we can. We're all in this together when it comes to trying to figure out more about this market. So let's go ahead and continue on in a community doing so, and we will see you soon in the next one. Be well. All right, and for us here, that was the wrap of the third video I wanted to make tonight for the crypto market, and I'm pretty excited about these options here. So now I can actually take this microphone, move it out of the way, and I can just kind of talk to you guys the way I normally talk to you. It looks like, yeah, it looks like I can save this video, and I don't have to worry about the computer's resources being utterly used up the whole time. They're going to be used up a little bit, but now on this screen right here, you can really see me. And on here, I think I'm going to bring you down just a little more right there so that you can really see me and get a glimpse of me. And looking at the camera, we got a good amount of time that's been flowing. So from here, I'm going to work on a few activities, and I want you to hang out while I get some of this done so we can kind of be productive together. Oh, and here I am pulling on everything. Let's see if I can move strategically without messing things up. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it this way. So I turned that camera off. Very good. And now what I'm doing is I'm working on my thumbnails. So there's going to be 3 different images I want to gather. And the first one is going to be very simple. I'm going to work on crypto. We're going to gather that. And a lot of these I've used before. I'm just kind of looking for the right one to use now. And this one looks good. So I'm going to make this one part of my thumbnail. And cool. There we go. That's one. Now I want to do biohacking. Oh, this is a new one. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I always like new thumbnails, designs. So what I'm doing is I'm utilizing my Canva, which is on the Pro membership. So I have access to all this part of my subscription, and this gives me an opportunity to take care of some biohacking. Excuse me, not necessarily biohacking. Some opportunities to put in some quality images as my backgrounds for my thumbnails. So we are going to now have one on real estate. And I've used a lot of these before, so I want to try to get one I haven't used before. And well, this one looks not really too crazy about some of these. Just kind of feel like I've used them before. Sometimes they're just too rudimentary. You're looking for something that you haven't used. If that makes any sense. Keep an eye on the integrative camera here. It looks like it's moving good. Looks like you guys are hearing me okay, so cool. All right, I got one. I like this one. Now, one thing I want you to notice if you're watching this on how I'm staying productive when it comes to this kind of stuff is I'm not necessarily being married to any idea of taking too much time on something. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to necessarily get done. So that's kind of what we're going for with this. It doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. We just kind of want to make moves and get it done. So that's the plan for right now. Okay. Next, I need to now put in the templates. And I'm not, oh, here we go. I need to hyphen some of these. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing what I'm doing now. I know you guys can't really see, but you see I'm working on this. That's pretty much what we're doing. Okay, so real estate, quick tips. Grab my design right here, like it, copy. Let's place the background. Almost done. I need to bring the design down. It's a little too high. Right there. Let me retitle this T13K. Good. That's one down. I think I'm going to need quite a bit more. That's okay. In fact, for my own thumbnails, I'm going to be changing them. So I'm going to go to Dolly. No, I'm not going to go to Dolly this time. I don't want to task my computer too much. We're going to go straight into, well, first, let's finish what we started. Let's keep it simple. S10. Let's keep it nice and simple. Copy. I should have done it like this more often. I'm doing it better now, so we will just take advantage of what we have now. Okay. And good. We need one more. This is our crypto. Yeah. Right here. Copy. It's funny because I like to do Control V to paste. Now sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it's always up in the air. Crypto quick tips. Ooh, let's save it. Ah, man. One of my add-ons messed up to download. That's okay. Again, it just continually tries to mess up this download. Here we go. I think I avoided it. Good. Good. Got it. All right. So we got our thumbnails. Why I'm here, I want to get thumbnails for myself as well. So we're going to continue on this path. T5. Okay. Product. Five. 5. So what are we doing right now? We are trying to stay productive. 5. Productive conference. Conference though too cheesy. Productive session. So we will just kind of go right here like this. Product review live, productive. I'm going to try to open it just a little bit. I guess we'll keep it as is. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now we are going to go to some sort of productivity. I think I had taken out the wrong image. That's okay. We'll go back. And you guys are seeing the ups and the downs of this. Trying to get all the right images. So here we're coming back here. And we're looking for productivity. And now I got a ton of images. So we need 6. There's 1. Thumbnail, we want it. I don't really care which is which. All of these are going to be good. Here's 2. We need 6. Here's 3. I hope this one fits on the thumbnail. If it doesn't, no worries. Again, the idea done is better than perfect. Come on. There we go. Here's 4. Two more. 5. This is a good one. Okay, we're getting there. Still keeping an eye out for anyone having the question. Cool. And finally, number 6. What we are doing here, and I know you're not being able to see it, hopefully you're working on your own types of ways to stay productive right now while I'm doing this, so we can do this at the same time. That's number 6 right here. So now I can close out this tab and I can start dropping some of these thumbnails. So I'm going to time myself. It's going to probably take me hopefully no more than 5 minutes to get all these done. Let's go ahead and see how quickly we can do this. So right there, control paste actually did work. That's pretty interesting. Okay, first one done. Downloading. Got it. DPDCL. One, two. Okay, I need to X out so I don't reuse the same one after. I could. It's not going to harm anything using the same one, but I think it's just better for the viewer to at least switch it up a little bit. So that time, control paste, control V didn't work. Here we go. There's a second one. Okay, good. It's going. Let's work on number 3. Again, I got to X these out. I'm not doing that. So let's do it on this one. Good. Copy. X out. I got the copy. Spell these, right? Open this a little bit more. Okay, got it. Now this one. Good. Oh, it just about fit. Very cool. Let's save it. And we said we wanted to do this in 5 minutes. We're right about 3.5 minutes. Got it. Good. Good one. Came out fantastic on this one. We're doing good. Fantastic. And didn't X that one out. Our final one, our first one, right here. Copy X. We're at 5 minutes right now, so let's wrap up. Done. Yeah, within 5 minutes. We're right at that 5 minute mark right now. We just finished all six done. So we just did 9 thumbnails. Cool. We got all that done. We got all the videos done. Um, Fantastic. I'm really happy with what we did there. I didn't know if we'd get all of that done, but we did. This is great. There's just a few more things I need to do, and I'm going to try to knock that out while I have you guys with me. So I'm going to jump right back in, and you will not be able to see me, but I will be typing away. So take this time right now for you to be productive in whatever you are doing, and hopefully you can take advantage of this opportunity to really get some stuff done. First off, okay, very good. So this next phase, I'm going to be typing away. I will be here with you the whole time. We're going to try to get this done within 10 minutes. So whatever you are doing right now, I want you to work. Stay on this call with me. Stay here. Make sure you're working, get things done. You work, get things done. You work, get things done. You work, get things done. You as well work, get things done. You make sure you work, get things done, and you work, get things done. The cutting edge. Okay, here we go. Working and typing. So I need to save this not to my OneDrive, but I'm trying to save it to my actual PC. So what I am doing, make some changes here. Got it. Saved it to my PC. Did that happen? Let's find out. I'm going to go to my PC. I should see it there. I see it there. Good. Ooh, getting it done. Again, this wants to save it not to my PC. We want to save this to my PC. We're not trying to save it to okay, we're not trying to save it to my OneDrive. It's okay if it does, but ideally we want to save it to a PC. Cool. Got it. Can you guys see me okay? I know I'm hunched over because I'm typing. So over here on this camera, I hope you can see me. I know I'm hunched over typing, but make sure you're paying attention. Excuse me, don't be paying attention to me. Hopefully, you're working on your own things right now. We're in community together, and I'm asking that you are working on stuff for you. But hopefully, you're paying attention to what I'm saying. Make sure you're working on whatever you need to get done. Okay. So, five. Um, oh, let's see. This is still very interesting and wants to save it to my OneDrive. Every time I try to do this, it's blowing my mind how this is working out. Okay, got it. And just about done. Save to the PC. Cool. So I just saved six documents to the PC. Now we are going to submit those documents one by one. Let me take a look at time. Not bad. Let's continue to try to do this within 10 minutes. Hopefully, you are continuing to work. If you're listening, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Many of you have been here now over an hour, which I thank you and give you credit for being here, hearing all this, hearing me jabber on. All the video edits have been here. Um, Really happy with what's going on. Looks like the computer is holding up, holding its own. I'm very excited about that. Let's go ahead and continue. So I need to go here and one by one, make sure that I get these. And 3. Okay, looking at this one next. Good. Let's keep going. We're almost done. We are doing this. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we are a little past that 10-minute mark, it looks like. No worries. Just a couple more. And while I do this, I want to bring up, go into my messenger. Okay. Just a little bit more. Good, good, good. And one more. It's funny. It looks like it doesn't see it completed. It's in. Let's see. We need one more. Yeah, it's in. Guess I just went too quick for the timer. Hey. Okay, so that is done. We are done with that leg of the activities for now. I'll go back to that a little bit later. Just kind of taking a look and making sure everything is completed. Take one more look and make sure everything was submitted. So we want to make sure it is completed. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. All right, let's go into here. And I'm sorry, guys. One thing I need to do is I actually have a a mat that helps my back out, and I need to turn it on. Okay, it's on. You guys are watching the struggle in real time. There we go. That is more comfortable. That is far more comfortable. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of these. So I need to save this right here. We are working. We are really working. Thank you all for being here and doing this with me. Okay, I'm going to put that here. Next, I need to go back here. Coming down. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Cool. Continue. Let's take a look at it. I think we got what we want out of this. Okay. So guys, we are going to get ready to call this a night. I'm going to do a couple more things first. So if you are working with me, continue to work. We're going to do this together. We're going to continue to be productive just a little bit longer. Who's got another 10 minutes in you? If you got another 10 minutes in you, hang on. You got this. Just a little longer. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. So right now I'm making a template for my workflow, just kind of making sure that I stay on top of things. We want to do this to keep systems in place. So when I'm being productive, for me, keeping systems is everything. So I always like to keep systems in place. This really helps me to stay productive with what I'm doing. So I'm setting up a new system. Okay. I'm going to have to go to Word documents so I can really just see what I'm writing in front of me and edit it instead of having to go into Word itself. I'm just going to head into Word documents. There we go. I think I got what I need. I'm excited. So we're going up here, guys. And I am in a strong sense of workflow right now. I hope you are. Hmm. I need to take a look at what I just did, though, because I need to double check. So I need to open a new browser and we're really trying to get this flow going. So we got to make sure we're doing it right. Close this tab out and let's review this form. A little scratchy. So let's take a look. Good. 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 So I think we got it. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to upload it. And I think we got what we want, guys. So we are now getting ready to come to an end of our journeys here. So I want to thank you for being here. I had a great time doing this with you, watching. Thank you for watching the whole way through. I know there's a lot going on. I appreciate you being here. This was a really fun activity. This was a fun opportunity to get a lot of work done together, be productive, and we will do more of these in the future. I look forward to it. So be well. We're signing off. See you next time.